Hi, the topic of our group is facial recognition technology on iPhone. We break it into 4 parts. And firstly, I will briefly introduce this technology and some applications. The facial recognition technology on iPhone relies on ambient light sensor, distance sensor, flood camera, and dot matrix projector to build a user 3D face model. The first application is Face ID. The Face ID is the face recognition method that iPhone X uses to replace Touch ID. In the process of setting Face ID, the user needs to place the face within the circle of the phone screen. Then, just like setting the Touch ID, make sure all angles of the face are recorded by device. And the infrared light used by iPhone X is invisible, which cannot be captured by human eye. However, the receiver can receive the infrared ray even in the dark, so unlocking at night is not a problem. The second application is Animoji. This visual recognition technology can also be applied to Animoji on iPhone. The iPhone can recognize your facial change and let the animal emoji in the phone make the same expression. And you can record it and send it as a message to friends. In terms of security, the security of Touch ID is 1 in 50,000. The security of Face ID is 1 in a million. In addition, Face ID already supports Apple Pay and other applications.
Then let's move on to a simple comparison between Face ID and iris scanning, which is introduced by Samsung. Iris scan was firstly applied to Samsung Galaxy 7. In this technology, each eye of a person has a different iris pattern structure. Even if the same person's right eye and left eye are very different, once the iris is illuminated, especially turned a narrow focus lens will capture one image. After the device analyzes this image, it will create a clear set of data on your phone. All data processing, analysis, and the storage are done locally and are encrypted so that it cannot be accessed unless the user's iris has been authenticated. However, there is a problem that users hope iris scanning can quickly unlock mobile phones, rather than waiting for the data collected in the eyes to match perfectly. Therefore, Samsung also focuses on finding a balance between security and convenience. Although Apple also has made some concessions to this balance, it still has some obvious advantages from the user's point of view. Face ID is actually more secure because it can collect mobile data. Since it matches the entire face, the camera can use a wider field of view without the best balance points requirement. The matrix projected on the face will only collect data from the face area, and the depth sensor camera and the backend system will verify that if it is correct.
In terms of the pros and cons of the facial recognition technology, one of the most important advantages of the Face ID is the improved security. Thanks to the technology of eye detection, Face ID will be able to determine the people is alive and human. so someone trying to fake with an image will not succeed as the system can easily detect the fraud. Compared to a Touch ID, even people are asleep. Trying to unlock the phone with Face ID will not work, since the eyes are closed, while using Touch ID can easily unlock the phone. The other advantage is the high accuracy. These days, the success level of face tracking technology became higher than ever before, thanks to the assistance of 3D facial recognition technologies. In infrared cameras, the process of identification happens to be incredibly accurate and showing great results. It's possible but difficult to fool such a system, so you can be sure that an FR digital security software will successfully track every aspect of attendance to provide a better level of protection for your facilities. But what about the disadvantages? Storage could be a problem. Storages are like gold in digital world since you have to save huge amounts of data for future usage. Even though you get HD video in a pretty low resolution, it still requires a significant space. Just as the high-quality image visuals, there is no need to process every video's frame. It's an enormous waste of resources. That's why most of the time, only a fraction is actually being put through an FRT. As for the other advantage, the operation, compared to the Touch ID, the Face ID is set to delay execution. With Touch ID, even before you see the screen, you will have unlocked the phone since you only need to touch the screen with your finger. While on the other hand, you have to bring the phone close to your face for the Face ID to work. Okay, all new technologies emerge into the market with both promises and challenges. Now let's imagine what it can do in the future.
Well, now let's talk about the future. In some science fictions or movies in last century, facial recognition is always a magical technology. Nowadays, this dream comes true. But what would be the future of facial recognition? In our opinion, first, introducing big data into facial recognition can lead this technology to more industries. For example, facial recognition can be helpful in public security by making use of the great amount of data in national database. Police can trace criminals based on their facial data like in movies. For commercial institutions, facial recognition can help them to analyze their current customers and figure out what are their common features so they can expand their market to potential customers. Well, you can unlock your iPhone with scanning your face, but that's all facial recognition does on your phone so far, nothing else. But what if you want your Siri more understand you? Psychologists can do that by observing your face movements can and try to interpret your emotion like. In the future, most computers can do that as well. By applying this technology on your phone, your AI assistant can be more intelligent, like based on your mood, recommend something different to you, and maybe can report to your psychology if you are overpressure or maybe tend to commit a suicide. That definitely is saving your life. Facial recognition still has immeasurable potential. It can live in our cities and like what cashless payment does in Hangzhou, China. It makes our life more convenient, more comfortable, and secure. Think about that. That must be beautiful. Well, that's all for now. Thank you for watching.